Hi everyone, Janie here, and today we are going to go back in time again to another treat box tutorial I made 3 years ago. And like before, I decided to rerun this video for those who haven't seen it yet and might be looking for Valentine ideas that don't involve die cutting or has optional die cutting. So here we go. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Making Treat Boxes. But these treat boxes are a little different because they can also be gift boxes. And they are so cute, I can't wait to show you, so let's head on over to the craft table.
These are the cute little treat boxes and gift boxes. And let me give you a closer look of the treat box. So this one, I put lace trim at the top and a bow, and the gorgeous paper that I used for this is called Shabby Flowers, and it's from VectoriaDesigns. And in my last video, I kept calling it Shabby Roses, but it's Shabby Flowers. And the gift box, or excuse me, the treat box has a little drawer that pops out and nicely holds 4 little Hershey's Nuggets. It has a little window cut out on the top with acetate, and I added pearls around this one, a little bit more lace trim. And on the back you could, add a cutout piece of cardstock and put a sentiment or to and from, or however you want to do that. And the gift box, the difference is it doesn't have the little window cut out on the top, so it hides what's in there. And so on this one, I used the heart papers from VectoriaDesigns. This comes with 18 different heart papers in it. And they're all either red and white or lavender and white, but they are just awesome. And this one comes with 8 different shabby flower papers in it. And this is the gift from the heart tag. I love that. They come in a sheet from VectoriaDesigns, and then you just cut them out. I actually made these smaller than they normally, would print out. And I made this cute little bow on the top. And if you want to know how to make this bow, you need to watch next week's video where I'm going to be sharing my favorite craft tool along with 7 other wonderful crafters that are going to be sharing their favorite craft tools. So you're not going to want to miss that. But this is really cool because this is perfect for earrings or bracelet or necklace or whatever gift you want to put in there. And you can still make it a treat box without the opening. But it also makes a really awesome little gift box. And I put this trim across the front that I found, but later I realized I had this that would have looked so much better across the front. So there's so many ways to decorate these, and let's get started with me showing you how. So what you're going to need is a piece of 2.5 inch by 9 3/4 inch piece of cardstock or patterned paper, preferably double-sided patterned paper. And you're also going to need a piece of 3 7/8 inch by 3 7/8 inch, and I can't even talk straight, but don't worry, it'll be up on the screen. And this can be either the patterned paper or plain cardstock. And if you're cutting these out of the same piece, I want to show you something really cool. So I cut this out of double-sided pattern paper that I actually printed double-sided, and I cut both the main part and the drawer out of that, and what was left over was a piece big enough to make a matching card. Is that cool or what? Just keep that in mind if you're going to be using pattern paper, because that's really awesome. Or also, if you wanted, you can cut 3 of these out of one sheet of 8.5 by 11 inch cardstock, or you can cut 4 of these out of one sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock. And then of course you'd have to use a different piece to do this, but you could get 4 of these out of an 8.5 by 11 and even more than that out of a 12 by 12. So it's pretty awesome, you know, depending on if you're making them in mass or if you just want to make one. So you're just using, you know, one piece of paper or cardstock. So for this one, I'm actually going to use a solid piece of cardstock and not patterned. And you're going to lay this out so that it goes to the 9.5 inches. Excuse me, 9 3/4 inches. And we're going to score this at 3 1/4 and 5 3/4, 6 1/2, and 9. And we're going to set that aside, and we're going to grab this piece, which is 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, and we are going to score this at 3/4 of an inch from all sides. So just score it 3/4, turn it, score it 3/4 again, turn it, 3/4 again, and finally 3/4, and we are done scoring. If you want to put a window in the top, like I did with this one, and you can put any shape you want, then this is the time that you're going to be getting out your Cuddle Bug or your Big Shot or whatever it is you're going to use, and whatever die you're going to use. Or maybe you're not going to use any of these and you have a stencil, you know, some sort of template that you're going to use to make your shape in here. But this is the time to do it, and this is where to do it. So see where we have this shorter area here? You're going to do it in the box right below that. None of the other ones. You're going to do it in this one right here. And if you're going to do a heart, the heart faces up. So you're looking at it. That's what the top of your box is going to look like. I'm going to be using a square this time. So I am going to get my square centered where I want it. And I'm going to grab me a little piece of purple tape here to hold that on. So and I'm going to buzz this right through here. This is awkward doing it at this position. Sorry. Okay. And that is done. You just pull that right off in there. And depending on, you know, what you use to make your die cut, you might want to save that to use for something else, because I don't let anything go to waste. Before we adhere the acetate to the window, we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold on these score lines so that you know where the underside is. So this is what it looks like. And we're going to just start folding. I'm going to start from this little end, and I'm going to fold that and the next one. And as you can see, they're all getting folded the same direction all the way down. Okay, and so this is how your box is going to go together. So now you know that this is the top, so this is the underside, and that's where you're going to put your acetate. And I probably made the square a little bit bigger than I wanted, and I think I made my piece of acetate a little bit smaller than I wanted, but we're going to make this work, okay? So I'm just going to grab my double-sided tape here, and we're going to just put that right around the window. Now that we have that done, we are going to add the acetate. So just peel off this protective layer here. Take that piece of acetate here and get back here. Oh, holy cow, I have made a complete, absolute mess. Oh, look at that. I saved it. You know what? A friend of mine, Mike, always make sure that he leaves his mistakes in his videos. Guess what? I'm leaving mine in too, because I think he's right. It's a great way for you guys to learn how to salvage your mistakes. So let's try this again. All right. This time let's try not to make a mess. You know what's really funny is that I should have had a craft mat behind this so that I could see what I'm doing better and you can see what you're doing better. Now here, my tape stuck out a little bit, so that's when you just, you know, rub stuff on it to make it go away so it's not so sticky. So it is not the end of the world that I didn't have my acetate cut right, but it is done. We have our window. Yay. And sorry if I was kind of over here and you couldn't see really good, but I was just laying acetate on there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some double-sided tape right here. And if you want, this also may be a good time to do any decorating that you're going to do before you put it together, but I have also decorated them while they're put together, so it's totally up to you depending on what you're adding, you know, if you need it all flattened out. But since I'm not going to show you how to decorate it, I'm just showing you how to make it. That's what we're doing right now. So we're going to put double-sided tape right along here. And so if you're not sure what side, watch me, because that's going to adhere right there. So this is the side you want it on. And usually I use a wider tape, but since I didn't bring it over here with me, I'll just put on a couple rows of this and it will work just fine. Okay. You know what? Hold on one second. You guys like that better? Easier to see without the white behind it? Okay, so I have the tape on there. And now we're going to take that off. Make sure that that's folded nicely. And you are going to want to attach it right where that score line is. Okay, we're going to attach it right up against this back panel. Okay, so just put it right in there like that. Make sure it's adhered good. And I just kind of wiggle it around a little bit. And there's that part of it. And I would actually maybe suggest that you not make your window as big as I did. So another lesson learned. Now we're going to start on this. So this is the bottom, this is the drawer. We've already scored it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fold it on all of those score lines. Okay, they're all folded. Grab a pair of scissors. See this score line right here? Just that little one, and right there. Okay, we're going to clip right there on both of those. Now, watch me. Turn it completely around so now those flaps are at the top. And we're going to do the same thing on these score lines. Just like that. Now we have flaps again. And I think this next step makes it easier when trying to fold them in. So what we're doing is just cutting a little triangle out. Come in like this, and you cut to that corner, and you're just cutting out a little triangle. So we're going to do that on all four. And if you watched my previous video, you already know how to do this. All right. So that's done. And these are going to fold up and fold inside, and the sides are going to come up, and it's all going to be glued together or double-sided tape. So where the double-sided tape or glue, whatever you're using, goes is not on anything on the inside. Flip it over, and we're going to put it on the flaps. And again, I usually use a whiter tape, but that's all right. Now, if it helps when putting it on the flaps, you can always fold it so that you can see the edge and just put it right on there. And this time around, I'm just, well, you know, maybe I will put 2 rows of it there. Why not? Okay, we're going to do the same thing on all 4 corners. Okay, now the fun begins. So we're going to tear off the protective covering. If you have a little excess, fold it back over it. Okay, now we're going to fold that in. So this goes in, this goes up, and attaches, just like that. Okay, I'm going to show you one more, and then I'm not going to bore you while I do the rest of it. So let's do one more, maybe if I can get it off. There we go. Come on. Okay, you ready? Fold that in. The part with the adhesive, fold it in, and then bring it over so the edge meets, just like that. Okay, let me finish this up. There is the drawer. Here's the box. Slides right in, just like that. So with the window, it's great for treats. And if you don't put a window in it, it is great for treats or a gift box. And now all you have to do is decorate it. And all of you that have watched my videos know that I don't teach you how to decorate. I just show you examples. And so I'll be back and you'll get to see a slideshow of pictures of ideas to inspire you. Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to show these to you really quick in case you didn't see them in my previous video. These are just awesome. So these are love coupons, and I will actually put, a link below to everything that I'm using from VectoriaDesigns, because these are also from VectoriaDesigns, and they are absolutely so cute to add to your Valentine project, but not just Valentine's Day. These are good to add to anything. If it's an anniversary card or anniversary present or whatever, Valentine's, birthday, anybody that you want to give love coupons to, these are so cool. And these are also, I believe they are called Valentine tickets, but it's the same thing. I printed these out small. This used to be a full sheet till I cut some off. I've been using these. These are the tags like I showed you on the one box today. But these are just great things that you're going to find at VectoriaDesigns that are perfect, not just for Valentine's Day, and you really should check them out. Thank you all for watching today, and I hope you love these little treat boxes as much as I do. I know you're going to have fun making them. And also, below here, you'll see like where the subscription thing is, and there's a little bell next to it. Click on that bell, and it will let you know when the next video comes out so you don't miss it. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.